Hey, welcome back to your own show, Inspiring Entrepreneur Show. So, our motive is to inspire you to reach your heights, to reach your dreams, to get your dreams. So, today we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Parthiv Shah, who is the founder and resident of elaunchers.com. Over 300 dentists, physicians, and other clients from 27 states in USA and over 8 other countries have benefited from working with Parthiv and elaunchers.com. He is the author of his international best-selling book Business Kamasutra and is a contributor or co-author to 6 additional books. His upcoming book, Copy That Sells, is co-authored with marketing legend Dan Kennedy. So let's welcome Parthiv to our show.
Hello. Thank you for
Hello, sir.
inviting me.
Thank you so much. Very warm welcome and a very happy Holi from
Thank
the
you.
city. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. Who else will be on the show? How many people do we have live today?
So right now there are 5 or 6 people, but still they will increase by the time. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Good, 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 good. So if anybody has questions, they're welcome to ask.
Okay, sir. Okay. So as I have shared about you a little brief about you. So the most common question which people were asking me that how your journey goes from being an Air Force personnel to an entrepreneur.
Mm. You know, there is a lot I learned from Indian Air Force that made me a better civilian and a successful entrepreneur. Uh, as a matter of fact, I'm of an opinion that soldiers make better civilian, right? And Air Force babies, children of soldiers, usually do well in school, in college, in married life, and in um, business and as entrepreneurs than children of civilians. Because if you look at the foundation of military science, if you look at what Indian Air Force taught me, it taught me three things. You have to know where your sky is. जहां आप काम करते हो. It's okay to talk in Hindi and English, right? People understand Hindi also here for the most
People
part,
understand Hindi, yeah, they understand Hindi, but some of the audience may be from
from
outside
other
India.
countries.
It is okay.
That's okay. So we will, if I say something in Hindi, I will translate too.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Uh, so three things. You have to know where your sky is. That's a place where you work. That's a place of impact. That is where you go to work. That is where you do your work. You have to know where your runway is. You have to know where your infrastructure is. It doesn't matter how high you go. It doesn't matter how long you go. आना तो runway पे ही है. You have to know your support system. You have to know where you are going to eventually land. You have to know where you are going to refuel. You have to know where your base is. You have to know where your friends are. You have to know where your people are, where your core infrastructure is, where your logistics is. Right? And third, you have to know where your enemy is. It doesn't matter how successful business you have, no matter how small your business is, no matter how big your business is. Chiranjivee, Adani, and Ambani has one thing in common. Somebody wants you dead. Somebody wants to take all your customers and make it theirs. So you can get wiped out and go get a job somewhere. Right? So in business, you have to know where your sky is, where your infrastructure is, and who wants you dead. So you can build your business accordingly. You have to know who you are. Are you a helicopter, fighter jet, transport jet? Because if you don't know who you are, you don't know how you will fly, how high you will go. and how far you can go before you crash. Second thing, sometimes you have to do what you set out to do. You cannot take a turn on runway. So until the plane is airborne, direction doesn't matter. You have to do what it takes to leave Earth and get in the sky. Only at cruising altitude, only after reaching a certain height, you can determine the direction of the plane so it can go towards its destination. So the plane's journey from hangar to runway, runway to sky, and at cruising altitude, and when it arrives at the destination, are different. So you have to know in your entrepreneurial journey where is your plane. And the biggest lesson I learned from the military that made me a an impactful civilian and a successful businessman is peace. You see, peace is necessary for prosperity. 1999 Kargil War, um, a journalist asked Vajpayee, then Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, um, will you use nuclear weapon? He says no. And the journalist asked why. And Vajpayee said, अमन के लिए शांति जरूरी है. Peace is necessary for prosperity. Isn't that true in business also, Chiranjivee? How can you pursue prosperity when you are not at peace? You have to be at peace with your checkbook, your savings account, your personal finances, your personal checking account, your personal savings account, your business bills, your personal bills. You have to be at peace with your brand. Your brand has to be at peace with itself. You have to be at peace with your employees. You have to be at peace with your vendors. You have to be at peace with their employees. You have to be at peace with your clients. You have to be at peace with your clients, employees. And as digital marketers, we are responsible for growing our clients' brands.
True.
We have to be at peace at our clients also. So we, the marketers, we, the business owners of world, we are not destroyers, we are creators. We build things. I don't know when Ukraine war will end. I don't know who is destroying Ukraine, but we know one thing. Ukraine will be rebuilt by entrepreneurs of Ukraine. We have a responsibility to build our business, pay our people, pay taxes, and grow our business and ourselves. Our nation grows when we, the business owners, grow our businesses. And you cannot get prosperity when you are not at peace. So that is what I learned from. That is what I brought to business from the military. That is what I brought from. That is what I brought from India to America.
Great. That's really really awesome. That's the peace is really required in the business. So it is very much clear, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing this kind of stuff that people understand that peace is really needed in the business and how it is helpful to grow your business.
Yeah, look, when we were little kids, we started our school life with a prayer.
Yeah,
Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu. If there is no peace, there is no learning, right?
correct.
Every religion has peace as a foundation. So, see, so I asked a fund manager at Fidelity Investment. He manages several $100 million, right? So he's a hedge fund. He's a fund manager at a mutual fund, and we took him out to lunch. And I asked him, "What did you go to school for? What did you study?" He says, "I have an MBA and in finance and economics, and I have a bachelor's degree in comparative religion from Harvard." I'm like, what's up with comparative religion? Why did you, I mean, were you like a bad student? Why did you, were you looking to be a clergy? Did you not? I mean, how? Where is the, where is the disconnect? He says, no, I knew what I was doing. He says, many big names on Wall Street studied comparative religion, Yes, and many students of comparative religion at Harvard University went on to become big names on Wall Street because money moves the way religion prescribes humanity to move. Money finds its way to peace. You can bend money with violence, but you can move money with lack of it. And this is what I learned from a guy who controlled over $1 billion.
So great. So, uh, so I just want to ask that is the current situation in the world, that is the war going between Russia and Ukraine, will that situation think more about peace, and you are so much into this topic because of that particular going situation, and how you take this situation being.
So, first of all, I'm sad and I pray for peace. I hope this war ends soon. But हम दुआ के अलावा कुछ नहीं कर सकते. We cannot do anything else besides pray for peace, right? I pray that there will be a day where I wake up and look at CNN, Fox News, or any Indian newspaper, and big headline will be end of war. वो दिन भी आएगा. That day will come too. But there are consequences of everything that has happened to America, to India, and to the world, right? So Ukraine is the latest thing. But if you look at, I'm 54. I started my business. I mean, I've been in America since 1989. Okay. So if you look at my journey through business, I started my business in 2002. But between 1989 and 2022, we always had problems. We always had major problems that lasted long enough, but by the time we recovered, another problem got piled on. Y2K, dot-com bust, Kuwait war, Iraq war, Afghanistan war, mortgage meltdown, 2008 mortgage crisis, contested elections, COVID. and now Ukraine, right? So we, the business owners, have always endured brunt traumatic impact of an external force that is outside our control, and we always get bombed with an external destructive force that doesn't just attack us, but attacks the universe around us. So we all are hurting. So the impact is universal. आपको किसी ने छुरी नहीं मारी है, आपका पूरा गांव जल रहा है. See, if you get stabbed in chest, you would fight that battle differently than if your entire village is on fire. Right? Entrepreneurship is the water that will put out that fire. It doesn't matter who when we are at war, we spend money. We spend money senselessly, but the money has to be made. Right?
Correct.
We make money, and with our money, nations are built. So during war, during Ukraine war, what are we supposed to do as business owners? We have to do three things: make money, save money, and stockpile cash. So I'll give you an example of the power of stockpile of cash. Uh, COVID hit all of us, right?
Yep.
2020, March. I lost 95% of my customers in 2.5 days. Now, I'm a small guy. We are 14 people. Okay. We are 14 people. 2019 was first year we crossed seven figures. First year. We are on top of the world. We won. बड़ा करेंगे, ये करेंगे. And then COVID strike. I'm down. So I own an agency. We get a monthly paycheck. I get paid for a day of consulting. I get paid for building out your technology infrastructure, your funnels and marketing automation and conversion systems. And then I get a monthly paycheck to basically go on the offensive and grow your business. So that's the business I'm in. Just like many digital marketers on your show. Um, all but three of my clients says we can't pay the monthly paycheck starting April. So what am I supposed to do? I could have shut down e-launches, let everyone go home, find a job, whatever, and waited until the COVID economics ended and then restart a business or go get a job. Okay? I didn't do that. I went to my team and say, I declare war on COVID. We lost all our clients. I'll get them back. I'll get, if they don't pay, somebody else will. Let us, I'm going to hustle. Nobody's getting laid off. Nobody's getting fired. Nobody's getting their hours cut. Nobody's getting their hourly wage cut. Hide behind me. I don't know how long this will last, but we will win this battle. In the face of all the uncertainties, I have one weapon. Actually, I had two things. One, confidence in self. खुद पे भरोसा था कि America still speaks English. America
Yep.
still has dollars. I've been dead broke three times. I've been in bankruptcy once. खंडहर को ताजमहल बनाना हमें आता है.
Correct.
We make things. खुद पे भरोसा है. So that is one. Second, I had enough cash to carry 14 families for an extended period of time when we were not making money. See, कॉन्फिडेंस से जंग नहीं जीती जाती. जंग के लिए look, nothing kills the morale of a soldier faster than running out of food and running out of ammunition. Okay? You need access to logistics. You need access to supply chain. You need access to what you need to do your job. And to acquire all that, Chiranjeevi, you and I are little people. Everybody watching this show, we are little people. We don't make any impact on world economics, but we are the sun and the moon and the earth of our business.
Correct.
When we run out of cash, a planet gets destroyed. Our planet. See, I have not just e-launches. I have United States of e-launches. I have United Nations of e-launches. All of that, the whole e-launches galaxy depends on the one fact, me not running out of cash. Right? In cash. We're not talking capacity to borrow. Because capacity to borrow can be taken away just like that.
True.
Capacity to borrow can be taken away by how the lender looks at you in the context of current world economics and their perception of how likely you are to succeed. But how much cash you have on hand, you have absolute power over money that is in your wallet. And that helps you not die. And when you not die, you will live. Uh, Chiranjeevi, can I talk about a book?
Yeah, definitely, sure.
सो एक बुक भी है, एक मूवी भी है. आप बुक भी पढ़ सकते हो या मूवी भी देख सकते हो. आई हैव डन बोथ. आई लव द मूवी. इट्स कॉल्ड इनटू थिन एयर. Let me see if I have it here. No, I brought the. It's in the office. I thought it's in my bookcase.
No issues.
Into thin air. Okay.
Into
Can
thin
you
air.
see it on the on the scroller?
Yeah.
Um. So in the movie, the guy talks about I have climbed Everest so many times, and I have seen many people die on the mountain.
It's into thin air, sir. I
In
and
INTO, into thin air.
okay.
So he talks about survival, right? Yes, thank you. Summit करना इतना जरूरी नहीं है जितना जिंदा वापस लौटना जरूरी है. So he talks about 2 p.m. He says, look at your watch. It doesn't matter where you are on the mountain. At 2 p.m., you have to begin descending towards your base, right? Because there is a camp between base camp and summit. There is camp 1, camp 2, camp 3, camp 4, camp 5, and summit, right? So he says, if you can begin descending at 2 p.m., you will be inside a tent before sunset. If you are outside the tent on the mountain into the air, when sun goes down, you die. That's just that's how death works on mountain. So yes, you have ambition to keep climbing, do the summit. Everyone who goes on Everest wants to do summit. We understand that. But there is a bigger goal than doing summit, and that is go home safely. Unfortunately, some people keep climbing post 2 p.m. and they die on the mountain. And their death makes his point. So you as a business owner have to know your 2 o'clock. Right? That is when you begin leaving the sky and start heading towards the runway. You see how the whole you see how Indian Air Force and entrepreneurship has a lot of commonalities.
Yeah, yeah, sure. The analogy you shared with the runway and the three things, there's so much required in the business. And so
Yes.
much. Yeah.
Thank you. So, what other questions do you have for me?
Yeah. So, could we share the first venture you have started after moving to America?
Sure.
Can you share about that?
So, when I came to America, I had three dreams. I wanted to get an MBA in marketing. I wanted to be a marketing consultant, and I wanted to practice in prepackaged software. So,
Okay.
dreams do come true. So, 1989 to 2002, I started. I worked for a direct marketing firm, a direct mail marketing company. We did printing and mailing, and I did the data processing, data science, list research, merge, purge, duplicate eliminations. So I was a database administrator and a data trader. So I learned how to buy and sell data in 1989. So I've been doing that till 2002. In 1999, during the height of dot com, I started a dot com company. It failed. That company was Sun Valley, VALET, Sun Valley.com. We were picking up and dropping off clothes. We will come to your office, pick up your clothes, bring it to the laundry. We will do the dry cleaning. We will press your clothes and deliver it back to your. Okay, very common business in India, right? If
Yeah,
we,
very.
so what am I doing with this? How do you? Okay, it was a pure data play. A national network of dry cleaners will clean. National network of drivers would do pickup and delivery. There is money to be made between me selling the service and paying the drivers and paying the cleaners. But the bigger data play was every garment will have a garment identification number, a permanent GID tag. So when this shirt, garment ID 20934, is washed for the 15th time, you will get a coupon for a shirt because now we know the size, we know your colors, we know what. And this is pre Amazon. This is a very rudimentary application of if this then that. Those who bought this bought that, right? This is before AI. So that was my first real business venture. Have you heard of a company called NetSuite?
Net feed.
NetSuite, NETSUITE, NetSuite.
No.
It is now it is called it is NetSuite now. Back then it was NetLedger. I was customer number 17 of NetLedger. I have I was the first guy to have a private label co-branded NetLedger. I dealt directly with the CEO of NetSuite at that time and made a deal of a private label co-branded accounting system that captured that data and did the data analytics. So that business died. I don't know anything about dry cleaning. I don't know anything about retail. I don't know anything about logistics. I'm a technician. So that business died. I went back to my boss. I asked for my job back. I started working back for the company that hired me. I wasn't making enough money to pay off debt, so I took on a second job, became a professor of marketing at University of Phoenix. 2 years later, I reached a point where I owed nothing, but I own nothing. Okay, bankruptcy is behind me, debt is paid off. I have couple $1,000. So life is comfortable. I'm making money and I don't have to pay anything off. I can add money to my stockpile. But there was a dark corner in my heart. I was mourning the loss of a business that died at my hand. So I had another conversation with the family saying I will start my own business again. I went to my boss again. I want to start my own business. My boss became my first client. And in 2002, we started List Launch. We began selling mailing lists, telemarketing lists, and email marketing lists to agencies, brands, mail houses, and print shops. And 2002 to 2005, I was president of List Launches. I got bought out by an Indian technology company that wanted to come to America. So they bought my company. They bought six other companies. They moved me from Massachusetts to Maryland. I stayed with them for a few months, 7, 8 months. They rapidly realized that they did not have money to fund all the companies that they bought, and nobody got paid. The entire Sahajan and America thing was a complete bust. Um, and I had to start e-launchers under extremely hostile, torturous work environment. 2006 to 2009 were difficult times for me. I had to, well, you know, so we work, काम काम करते हैं, and eventually we ran out of things that can go wrong. 2009 was the first year where we made enough money. Uh, than we needed. So we actually began putting money in savings account in '09. That is when I began expressing gratitude to people who helped me survive. And one guy who helped me quite a bit, his name is Dr. Hercules Pinkney. He was the president of the local college. And he was very well connected fellow, so he introduced me to a lot of businesses in Maryland, and some of them became clients. So I went to Dr. Pinkney and said, how can I return the favor, sir? What can I do for you? And he says, if you want to do something for me, do something for my kids, do something for my students. And I said, but I'm one little guy. What can I do? He says, then take one little kid. And he said, so that's how my internship program started. One student at a time. Today, I have had 276 students gone through my program, and they all have a job. So that is my journey from my first business to where we are today.
Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, one question my audience want to ask that how you met Dan Kennedy and how you, yeah,
With a credit card in hand. How else can you meet up?
and how your relation with Dan Kennedy gradually.
Sure, I'll tell you. So the year was 2009. One of my staff member bought a ticket to a local event that was hosted by Magnetic Marketing. Back then it used to call GKIC, Glacier Kennedy Insider Circle. And there was a local chapter of that group. So I went there, I bought a book, No BS Direct Marketing. I joined the group, I became friends with them, went to an event, and then I said, wait a minute, this guy is telling people to do what I know how to do. This will go well. I think this is my tribe. Then I realized, wait a minute, he's the only one who knows what he's talking about. Everybody else is writing down what to do. Nobody will know how to do it. So I just started saying, we do that. Oh, what do you say? Can I be your Indian? I'll get everything done. So um, I became the logistics of Dan Kennedy systems, processes, and infrastructure. So it started with a book, and I kept making money, so I kept spending more and more and more and more. I bought the local. I bought rights to the local representing Kennedy in Maryland. I became so they were promoting Infusionsoft. I became Infusionsoft certified partner. I built software agnostic in 17. So my campaigns I began building in Active Campaign and HubSpot. I tested a few other things and figured out that things cannot be done unless you are on Infusionsoft or on HubSpot. So today I say if you're not on Keap on HubSpot, you are digitally homeless. Uh, that's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. If you don't agree with me, that's okay. You
Yeah.
can't be with me anymore. Uh, my land, my rules. So um, I became a private client of Dan Kennedy in 2017, where we actually buy a day with him and then have a monthly call with him. And then it turned into a relationship where my clients actually bought copywriting from Dan, and Dan's clients bought implementation from me. And then Russell Brunson buys Dan Kennedy.
So
So
you
now,
mentioned that particular software, the Keep and HubSpot.
yeah, Keap used to be called Infusionsoft. Now it is Keap, Keap, Keap.
Okay. So
So
what is
what
the
I
base?
do? Yeah, go ahead.
So what is the use? What is the use of these softwares in the business? So once you can clarify to our audience.
You can build funnels and click funnels,
Yeah.
but what does funnels do? They just capture data. You have to follow up, nurture relationship, and stay in touch with your prospects until they buy. And you have to stay in touch with your customers who buy from you, so they remain your customers. They ascend into a deeper relationship and give you referrals. So that entire marketing automation is done on Keep or HubSpot.
Awesome. Okay.
So I have about a 90-10 split. About 90% of my clients are on Keep, 10% on HubSpot. So HubSpot is a more sophisticated, more expensive, more expansive ecosystem than Keep. It's not for everyone. I use HubSpot uh, because I need certain enterprise capacities that HubSpot provides. So I would prescribe either Keep or HubSpot. So I have built my entire system. See, if you look at, I won two comma award twice, right?
Correct.
The second two comma award came post COVID after I built a new funnel, and the role of that funnel was I'm here to give away my funnels. So, what I used to sell pre COVID, I started giving it away. So, I have 5 funnels that made me $5 million and a marketing automation campaign. I stopped selling it. I now give it away. Anybody who wants my campaigns and my funnels can have it. All you, if you go to, so I have a 12-page magazine. If you go to justbuykeap.com, if you can put that on screen, just buy keep.
Sorry,
Sure, take it time. Just JUST buy
JUST.
just buy keep.com. Let me see if I can put it in chat. Yes, good. So you can download a magazine. Okay, can I share my screen?
Yeah, you can.
I want to show you something.
Are you able to share the screen in the?
Yes, I am. Yes, 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 it's working.
Yeah, okay, okay.
So if you go to justbuykeep.com, there is a an interview with Dan Kennedy. I
Okay,
would encourage everyone to read this document because this is me and Dan.
awesome.
Can you guess which one is me, which one is Dan? The younger one
Uh,
is
Left
me.
one is you and right one is
The
Dan.
Indian guy is me. That was a joke. So this is I have a letter here from CEO of Keap. He's thanking me for giving away my system that I used to sell for $7,500. Now I just give it away, right? So this is me and Keap CEO at his hotel suite, and in here I'm talking about I will give away my 5 funnels to anybody who's asking, absolutely free. There is a lead magnet funnel. There is a free book funnel. This is the funnel that won me my first 2 comma award. There is the Meet Parthiv funnel. This is how meetparthiv.com. This is how you can book an appointment with me. Askparthiv.com. This is how you can ask me a question. And parthivlovesreferrals.com. And this allows if you want to give me referrals. These 5 funnels represents 97 and nearly 99% of the traffic coming to you. Okay. We have a automated print and ship software called Mailbox Power, where I can send printed cards and printed gifts in an automated environment in US. Actually, anywhere in the world they will ship. So there is one comprehensive system that I have built that I customize, design, and write for my clients when they pay me. But the core technology infrastructure and the framework and base copy, I'm giving it away to anybody, anywhere on earth. All they have to do is just buy Keap, and I will install my campaigns and funnels. If you will need ClickFunnels, if you don't have it, I will. You can do trial, and then I would. It takes me a minute to install the campaign, so I just give it away. So this is a campaign. I want you can to take my funnels. They are free.
Awesome.
I'm
Awesome.
making a lot of friends, and a portion of them are becoming clients. So this campaign is working out very well for me. Um, so I asked Dan Kennedy about what is working, why is it working, why is this campaign is phenomenally successful, and then that turned into this interview where he is talking about the role of marketing automation in 2022 and the economics beyond. This article was after COVID, before uh, war. But the principles here are timeless. He didn't mention anything about marketing automation in his book, Almost Alchemy. So you can get Almost Alchemy book if you like.
Okay.
And my offer is just pay for software. Everything else is free, right?
Awesome. Awesome. So, okay.
So
Guys, you can opt for these funnels just for free just by logging to justbykeep.com and have
yes,
the whole automation process in your use the whole automation in your business.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I'll give you the baseline copy also. I'll give you a copy of my campaign. Just take Parthiv out, put yourself in, and you can market and promote your services.
Awesome. 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 That's great.
And then if you are a digital marketer, if you want to sell your service as a digital marketer, these are the campaigns you can build for your clients.
So these are the campaigns with the whole automation process, uh, with the email automation and everything. Every kind of automation is
Yeah.
present in
What,
this.
yeah, what made me money will probably make you money too. If it
Okay,
makes
that's
you money, keep doing it.
awesome. 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 So there's one saying by you, which you mention in all of your interviews. I just love that saying. So the never touch somebody's wallet
Well,
till you
until you
touch somebody. So what is the story behind that saying? How you come across that saying?
you know, people don't like to be sold. Uh, people like to buy. Magnetic marketing talks about it. Don't be an annoying pest, be a welcome guest. Ryan Dice calls it value in advance. Uh, Stone Kotler, and look, this is how humanity operates. The first book ever written on the subject of of human relationships and psychology, Kamasutra, it talks about add pleasure to the relationship. Do know every doctor who take the Hippocratical oath, the first thing they teach every doctor, do no harm. As marketers, as digital marketers, we are the doctors for the business. We do on businesses what a physician would do to a human body. So we too have a responsibility to do no harm. जब तक दोस्ती नहीं होएगी तब रिश्ता कैसे बनेगा?
Correct, correct.
और और बंदूक की नोक पे या तलवार की धार पे दोस्ती तो नहीं बन सकती.
Awesome, awesome. Correct.
So that is what I mean by don't touch somebody's wallet until you touch their heart. When they want you in their life, धंधा करने के लिए तो पूरी जिंदगी पड़ी है.
Awesome.
So come bearing gift. Do something for your client. If you're in the business of smile, put a smile on their face before you bill them. And that's what I mean by don't touch their wallet until you touch their heart.
That saying impacts me a lot. In your previous interviews, when I listen that particular saying, that impacts me a lot, and I just love that particular. I just love it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
So are we live or is this a recorded interview?
You are live. You are live.
Anybody else have any questions?
So no questions till there, but somebody has
Oh,
uh, listening to Parthiv Shah itself is so mesmerizing. These words are so with depth. Jasminder
thank you.
ji.
Thank you, Mr. Battaglia. Okay. What else? What else would you like to talk about? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So So the one last message you want to share to the budding entrepreneurs who are just starting out in the journey. to keep them calm, to keep them consistent, and to give what is the one thing do you want to
Yeah.
suggest?
Thanks for asking. So this is what I tell to my interns, and I have a couple of young digital marketers who are shadowing me, and they want to learn from me. So there is one there is one lady in Gujarat. She is a master funnel builder, and she has her own business, and she is learning advanced funnel building techniques and data science and sales messaging from me. Very ambitious, filled with energy. And I tell her I always tell her, slow down. The fastest way to grow your business is to slow down. Okay. Growing a business is not running on a track. See, when you run on a track, it's a controlled environment. पूरा ट्रैक क्लीन किया हुआ होता है आपके. You have nice comfortable shoes, shorts, weather is nice, and you're running, right? It just tests speed, your ability to breathe, your calf, your thighs, your butt, right? You run, body movement, run. The only thing matters in running is speed,
Correct.
right? So people like her and people like you and everybody who is just starting out in business, they focus on speed. And that's where you die because you are not on track. You are on a mountain. You have to worry about unfamiliar terrain, forces that can kill you, weather and other economic impacts that you do not have control over. There is more happens to you as a business owner than what you trigger. So what is absolute must is survival skills. Plant your feet, both feet on ground. Feel all four corners of your feet. Make sure that you are on firm, solid ground and you can stand on one leg. Then let go and climb. See, सीढ़ी पे चढ़ने में भी वही होता है. आप दो स्टेप कूद सकते हो, तीन चार स्टेप कूदने जाओगे तो गिर जाओगे.
True.
नी में भी लगेगा और नोज में भी लगेगा.
True.
नी का इंजरी कोई नहीं देखता है, नोज का इंजरी सबको दिखता है,
Yes.
राइट? बट जब बिजनेस छोटा होता है, राइट, यू फॉल लाइक अ चाइल्ड, यू फॉल लाइक अ टॉडलर. आप खाली इतना ही गिरोगे. गेट अप एंड गो. सो टू लेसन्स. वन, slow down. Two, celebrate your failures. Get up and go.
Awesome. True.
And third, pray for peace.
Correct.
Satyam vada dharmam chara. Build relationships. Money will come. Make a difference. Don't make money. Make a difference. You can't make money. Money just moves. Money will move to you. Money knows how to find you. Right?
Awesome. Awesome.
And the last message I want to give to every aspiring and growing entrepreneur is अगर लक्ष्मी का कृपा चाहिए तो सरस्वती का पूजा करो.
Correct.
राइट. कृपा लक्ष्मी की होती है लेकिन पूजा सरस्वती की होती है. जब
Awesome.
आपके पास लक्ष्मी और सरस्वती दोनों है तो भगवान राजी रहते हैं. और सी, एक संस्कृत में श्लोक है चिरंजीवी, कराग्रे वसति लक्ष्मी करमुले सरस्वती, कर मध्यत गोविंद, प्रभाते कर दर्शन। आप जब हाथ में हथियार उठाते हो ना, तो लक्ष्मी सरस्वती गोविंद सब चले जाते हैं। दैट इज द पावर ऑफ पीस।
Correct, correct. That is the power of peace. Yes. So overall, the peace is required in any business. That's awesome. That's awesome. So thank you so much, sir, for sharing such valuable points and such valuable things to our audience. And if you guys have some questions to sir, then I can.
Yeah, sure. If anybody want to come on stage, want to talk to me, ask a question, share their story, whatever. We have a little bit of time, right?
Yeah, we can, but I think there is uh, no such questions. But people are live, but they are not asking any questions.
ठीक है.
No issues.
Okay.
So this was a great opportunity if you want to ask the question, but if anybody is not
Yeah.
asking, then
If you want to ask me question one on one, just go to meetparthiv.com and book time. I'll be happy to meet you one on one. Okay.
okay.
Why don't you put that on screen?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah,
meetparthiv.com.
correct.
And thank you for bringing on your show. We had a lot of fun. And if
This is
someone,
the
yes,
meetparthiv.com. Yeah.
yes,
So if somebody want to talk with Parthiv sir, he can book a meeting with meetparthiv.com, and he will be guiding you one to one, one on one on your business and anything you want to. So you can have a meeting with him and take a consultation for your business.
thank you, thank you. All right, guys, have
All right.
fun, win, and may peace be with you. Let us
Awesome.
pray for peace. Don't fight. Go hug somebody, but only if they want.
Awesome. Okay, so thank you so much for being here on the show, and it was a very nice experience,
Thank
very
you.
wonderful experience.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, sir, for being here and sharing your valuable time with us, and we respect your time. Thank you
Thank you.
so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. So this was Parthiv sir with us, and if you want to share something, if you want to consult, just book a meeting with him, and he will be happy to give a consultation on your business. And he's really a wonderful guy. And thank you so much, friends. And we will have to end this now. So thank you so much for being here. And how you find this episode, please share it will be share your reactions and share your opinion in the comment section. So thank you so much, guys. Bye bye, take care.